Here I am in my web browser looking at my Zimbra. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to show you how to create a nice little email signature that includes some kind of an icon in it. All right, so we're going to go to Preferences. And if you go to Preferences, you're going to see Signatures down here. Now, I don't have one here already, so I'm going to create a signature called My Signature. I mean, obviously. And what's really neat, too, by the way, is you can actually create multiple signature. And my signature could be, oh, I don't know, Marcel, oh, actually, this is my Samuel Clemens here, so let me make it Samuel Clemens. And my phone number is 555, because they always do that in movies, right? 1234. There you go. That's my signature, and his company is I Write Stuff. There we go. And at this point here, I will just say that that is my new signature, and there we go. There's my signature right there. Okay. Now you'll notice that this is just a plain, probably fairly clean as far as some people are concerned, signature, but I can also create a new signature. So what I can do here is I can say format as HTML. This is very different because when I format something as HTML, my fancy signature, I'm just going to say my fancy sig. When you format something as HTML, you can do all sorts of neat things at that point. Like, for instance, let's put in Samuel's name again. You'll notice that all of a sudden I'm not just looking at plain text here, and I'm going to say phone 555 1234. I'll use the same phone number. Company, I write good. I write stuff. There we go. I write stuff. There we go. That's his company. Now, what's neat here is because I'm dealing with this, I can do all sorts of things like, I don't know, I can change wide block, and I can say that I want this to be 14 point, and I want it to be, I don't know, what's a good color? I want it to be blue. So all of a sudden I've got Samuel Clemens phone 555, and it looks a lot more interesting at that point. Okay, now the other thing I want to do is I want to put my little social media icons, right? So I want to put insert images. I want to insert my social media icons. Now I actually said, file already exists. I'm going to say browse, and what I did here is I actually went and downloaded a bunch of icons. So let's say that I want my Google Plus icon here. So I'm going to put my Google Plus icon, and now you'll notice that inside my signature, and by the way, I can actually modify this as well. But I've got a little signature here at the bottom, or a big signature, however you want to look at it, which is sitting down at the bottom. I can also insert another one. Let's add another one here. I did that one. Let's put in Twitter. All right, I've got my Twitter icon as well, and I can add these inside my signature. So all of a sudden, I've got all sorts of little icons that I'm putting in there, and this becomes my fancier, nicer signature. And at that point, I can say, I can say that I want to save everything that I've done here. And now, if I go back into my preferences, you'll notice that I've got my signature and I've got my fancy signature. Now, if I create an email message, if I go back to email and I say I want to send myself an email message, now I'm going to say attach. Oh, sorry, I'm going to say options, and I'm going to put signature. I can put just my plain old signature here, but I can also say, well, first of all, I'm going to say that in this message here, I want it to be formatted as HTML. Okay, so I want this to be a nice HTML formatted message, because if I'm going to put my fancy signature, I'm going to need it to be HTML as well. So my fancy signature, text, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, that's fine. That's cool. There you go. So hello. This is my fancy message with my fancy signature. So the key here, and this is the important thing to remember, the key here is that you want it to be an HTML signature. You want your message to be HTML, and you want your signature to be HTML as well. Okay?